welcome to day 29, guys. So I am standing out front of my truck with the hood up. For some reason, I have a totally dead battery, and I had no... Oh, well, that's not exciting. Hang on just a second. My husband will be over here in just a second. So anyway, my husband is going to jumpstart my truck with my daughter's car because his vehicle, I don't know, has too nice of a battery, and yeah, he can't jump my vehicle with his van. We tried it once before a long time ago. Maybe I need a battery. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, well this intermittent fasting challenge is almost over. Like I told you earlier, we're on day 29. And I am not in my truck. I am in my daughter's vehicle. Daughter's plural, they share a car. It's a little SUV. It's a Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. It had really low miles on it when we bought it. It's a good little car for them. It's big enough that they can have some room in it and be able to, if they absolutely had to, they could take the 3 boys with them somewhere in the back seat. But it's not so big that it's, you know, kind of unwieldy for them to try to learn to drive on when they were learning. So anyway, my truck wouldn't start. It wouldn't turn over at all. So I don't know if that means it's the alternator or if it's really and truly a battery issue. Battery we can replace at home, no problem. I don't know about an alternator. Never tried to replace an alternator before. So yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do about that. But anyway, I'm at work and I need to go in. I have to do, every month at the end of the month, I do A through F inventory in the pharmacy for expired medications. It takes me like 2.5 hours. It's horrible, but that's okay. It all pays the same. Doesn't matter whether I'm sitting at the computer doing order entry or if I'm pre-packing meds or making IVs or doing outdates. It all pays the same. So I'm gonna head in and do that. I'm really bummed that my truck is not functional because I'm not a big fan of driving. It was actually a really good ride on the way here. I mean, their little car is fine. It actually had better get up and go than I thought it would. Because I mean, it's little. It's got a tiny little engine in it, you know. It's not like a truck at all. But it's not quite as nice as driving my husband's van. I put the cruise control on, and it would get up to the top end of the cruise control, and then you would feel it slowing itself down, and then it would speed back up, and then it would slow back down. I was like, I can do that. You know, I don't need to set the cruise control to speed up and slow down and speed up and slow down. I'm capable of doing that myself. So I don't know if that was helpful for the gas mileage or not, but whatever. So tomorrow morning I'll have to figure out what to do about my truck. Oh, excuse me. I didn't have a chance to tell you. I brought a salad, which is like, again, half of a salad rather than a whole salad, because I just have the cabbage in it, and you just can't have that much. You can't have a whole container of cabbage. Oh my gosh. And I have, so I had the soup that I didn't finish. Instead of being in the container, big container, it's like half of a container. So Anthony made rice and black beans and cabbage for supper, stir-fried cabbage, no oil. So I just took a bunch of cabbage and put it on top of the soup, and so I'll just mix it in and cook it, and it'll warm it up, and it'll be great. And then I brought, there is half of a slice of lentil loaf left. So I put, and it's in this cute little square container, so I put some mixed vegetables in with it. And so I'm just going to eat that with the salad and then eat the soup later in the morning. Sounds great. Alrighty guys, I gotta go into work, so I will talk to you again later. Alright guys, so I am waiting to clock back in. I've got just a couple minutes left. I'm done walking around, and so today is day 29, which means I only have one more day, and tomorrow's a weigh-in day, which is cool. But I'm not really 100% sure what I'm going to do next. I have, I thought about doing an SSS diet, which is salads, smoothies, and soups. I've also thought about doing like a nutritarian diet because I am a member of Dr. Furman's website, so I have access to that information. I briefly considered doing the potato diet, but seeing as I really don't like potatoes, it would probably be really difficult for me to actually follow through with that one. I probably would end up quitting that one early. Although, since I don't like potatoes very much, I might actually lose some weight. Not very sustainable though. I've also thought about doing There's a physician, Nick Delgado, and he has some very specific recommendations on what you should eat every day. And his are very reasonable, other than the fact that he expects you to eat, excuse me, a lot of fruit and vegetables. Like, holy cow, a lot. Wow. So I've thought about that. I just don't know what I'm going to do. I know I'm going to clock in about a minute. That much I've narrowed down. But yeah, I'm not really sure. I need to think about this pretty seriously in the next 24 hours because I need to make a choice here pretty darn quickly. So yeah, anyway, just thought I would say hi to you guys real quick. Let you know everything's just chugging along. It is 11:45 and I actually ate my salad and my little piece of lentil loaf with veggies at 10:15ish, 10:20ish. So I feel pretty good. I was really hungry actually when I ate, so that worked out really well. I'm gonna go back to the pharmacy and make a cup of tea, a caffeinated cup of tea, but that's okay. And yeah, that's it. So I will talk to you guys again later. Hope you're having a good one. Alright guys, so I'm actually about ready to finish the last of what is remaining of the soup, and I just wanted to show you what I did with it because it really looks really good. Take a peek at this. Oh, sorry, camera shaking. Here you go. Doesn't that look awesome? I think I should have done that to begin with. So my husband sauteed this cabbage like I told you, and I added like half to 2/3 of that bowl is all cabbage, and with a little bit of soup and rice still in there. So yeah, it looks absolutely fabulous. I'm going to give it a try. It was boiling a minute ago. I think I warmed it up for a few minutes too long. That's good. Yep, cabbage definitely tastes absolutely fine in that soup. I would totally put some of that in there too. Yum. Alrighty guys, I will talk to you on my way home. Hi guys. So this whole speeding up and slowing down thing that my daughter's vehicle does is enough to drive me insane. Oh my gosh, it's really obnoxious. So I just wanted to touch base with you real quick. I am going to go home and I'm planning on, I'm not going to do anything about my truck today because it's Sunday. So no place that I want to try and tow my truck to is going to be open. I am going to see if I can get the neighbor to give me a jump on Monday before I try and tow it. Just in case a better battery jumping it does a good job. The gentleman that I work with, one of them, he's really into car repair and he does all of his own repairs and all that kind of stuff, and he said that more than likely it's the starter, because usually he said if it's a battery, when you attach it to another battery and you go to turn it over, all the lights will dim and the lights on the dashboard will dim and the overhead light will dim, and none of that was going on last night. And he said if it's just not turning over, not clicking, but all the lights turn on, everything, it's probably the starter. So I guess that or the alternators, one or the other. So yeah, I'll need to take it in and somehow get it in to get it taken care of, but not today. So when I get home, I need to work with Preston. So I had him do his essay yesterday, and then I told him that I would, if he printed it out for me, double spaced it so I could write on it, I would correct it and do whatever, make some corrections, that kind of thing. It wasn't worth correcting. Like, yeah, it needs some work. So he and I are going to sit down this morning and write a quick essay. So I can pull it out of him pretty easily, I'm pretty sure, with just some suggestions of what things might be better to say where and that kind of thing. It's just kind of a jumbled up mess. I don't think he put very much thought into it. My husband said that he didn't think that he put very much thought into it, that he kind of finished it a little quicker than he had expected him to. So that's what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to go to bed. And that's all I'm going to do. So there you go. My daughter's vehicle says that the tire pressure is low. I stopped and got out and looked at all 4 of the tires, and they all look identical. So they either have 4 tires that all have low pressure, or the pressure is just barely low enough to be a problem, because I can't tell the difference between any of the tires and the way they look. But I'll let my husband know when I get home, and he'll go out and play with the tires tonight before I go before I need to leave. I do absolutely have to get my truck fixed on Tuesday because I have to drive up north to my job on Wednesday and Thursday, and I can't take the girls' car on Wednesday because they have Ashley has her, whatever her class is called, her ASVAB training class in the afternoon on Wednesday, so she'll need the vehicle then. She'll actually need the vehicle tomorrow too, but she'll need it during the afternoon and I can take it tomorrow night. It won't be an issue. But anyway, I'm gonna have to put gas in the car for the girls. I hadn't thought about that, but if I drive it back and forth to work 3 times, I probably should be nice and fill up their tank of gas for them. That'd be a good idea. Be a good mom. So anyway, that's the rest of my day. That's all I'm going to be doing today. I did look at some nutritarian recipes last night on the web, on Dr. Furman's website. I sent an email to his support people asking them, because I'm not sure about the legalities. I looked up, I know that you can legally make videos of recipe videos of other people's recipes so long as you give them credit where credit is due. Or if you change the recipe like a lot, you can then have it be your own. I've looked up the law on that, and that's what I seem to remember. However, I am going to be doing a 30-day challenge, and if all the recipes have to come from his website, then that's a lot of recipes. So I sent them an email requesting information on how I should proceed with that and what they have requirement-wise, if anything, for giving credit where credit is due, obviously. So anyway, I'm going to be done now. I'm going to finish driving home, and it's been great chatting with you guys, and I will talk to you tonight.